I'll come back again to Monolith, Relics of the Past. Let's see what we will discover today as we once again forge forward into the facility. Sup? Guess this guy's just here now. Wonder if he'll be still here when we come back the next time. We got decently far last time. Let's see. We can get even farther today. I also really want to unlock more stuff from the shop. I feel like that's a good goal for today. So maybe let's not spend our money too much on useless things. I'm especially eyeing that sword we unlocked in the first stream. I was like, kinda interested in what that will do. Choose one. Reserves. Default weapon improvement on the beginning seems very good. Hit point increase at the beginning is also very good. That is also good, but eh. Damage. Damage right off the start. And getting damaged right off the start. Playing incredibly well around here. Well, at least I finally tested out whether or not spikes hurt. Nobody would have guessed the outcome. Oh, you again. This time with flaming claws and friends. Oh, you are a different version, aren't you? Don't remember you being this fiery last time. Seems to be a shop close by. Or something. Exclamating. Choose a new keyword for your weapon. I do not have a weapon. Also, these are health. This is a health shop. Max health shop. I won't. None of this sounds especially appealing. Or worth the expense. Even though we're getting lots of free money for future shops. Ghost blocks. Ghost! Not blocks. Red ones explode. Well, now we have a weapon. Fireball. Fireball. Fireball is slow, it seems. But it does explode into bullets with the keywords we have. Let's fight the Guardian. Well, we have ammo. I don't think we fought the Guardian before. I feel like he can not really hit me at the bottom of the screen. Well, currently damage increase it is. A cartridge. Glowing rune. Detects its kin. What does that mean? I do not know. But this seemed secret. Oh hey, it's this guy. Greetings! Ah, visitor. Would you care to exchange gifts? 2 max HP for just a paltry sum of 25% max ammo. How about it? No. Wait. 2 max HP for just a paltry sum of 25 max ammo. Am I spending the ammo or the health? I spent the ammo. Good. That I do like. May our paths cross again, my friend. Mayday. Don't have a bomb for the bottom room. So we will just move on now. To the archives. I got hit. There are some rooms that are already visible. Is this because of the cartridge we got? Detects its kin. I do not know. Reveals the entire floor. For just 700. Both of these sound good to me. Okay, this also reveals secret things, which is worth noting. Secret things which I don't think I need to bomb open myself, because I think the death explosion of bosses actually opens those up. But I guess we can test that. I'm looking forward to not having Fireball. So, this came at the correct time. We got Charge, which also isn't much faster, surely. Shoots in bursts of pellets, increases charge capacity. Warps through boundaries, reduced ammo. Shoots in bursts of pellets. I don't like reduced ammo. That has lots of ammo. Oh, shield guy. I have been... Am I supposed to fight shield guy with the help of portals? Yes. Interesting. interesting. We're spawning lots of ghosts. This one has a hat. If you want to call a monocle a hat, I guess. So yeah, there is something secret over here. I don't think we need to bother with that. That's a lot of ghosts. That one has a hat, by which I mean a toupee. Angry face clock. Angry clock face. Is there more things I need to defeat before boss time? No. So let's do boss time. Presents! It's an eyeball! Oh, also, I ran out of ammo. So I don't need to slow shoot anymore. Oh hey, presents turns into these weird faces. Did not do particularly well against the presence. Also, its death explosion did not, in fact, reveal a new path. So I need to do it myself. I should have picked the health. I guess. I feel like we actually have some decent damage improvements so far. Ancient can of tuna! Extremely valuable! Pick it up this instant. Is it extremely valuable? Because our main shopkeeper is a cat. Very likely. Wow! Angry laser people! Also, angry flames. Do not touch flames. If I have the choice to get health sometime in the future, that will probably be what I take. Quickening. Revive on death with extra damage explosively. Also increase maximum hit points. Reveal some rooms on every floor. Show enemy HP. We have lots of max health. And lots of power. This is looking to be a good run. Watch me squander it spectacularly. Should still try if I can get crushed by these blocks. Maybe now is the correct time. What hit me? I did not see. Wow, max ammo increase. That was worth a bomb. Oh, and some scrap. More ammo for bomb and some scrap. Oh well. Think we did everything. Yes. Onwards then. To the maintenance system. I'm pretty sure it's the cartridge that's showing me where the mini bosses and the boss are. Glowing room detects its skin. It probably does exactly what I just thought. That's... Someone's throwing blocks at me. I noticed too late. It's the guy in the middle. And these explode into bullets. I'll keep that till we are ready to face the boss. HP, please. Still not sure if max ammo increases apply when I don't actually have anything to ammo. Collecting scrap increases speed and damage. We had that last time. More invincibility surely is not bad. Or longer invincibility, more like. Nothing else in here. Maybe. So many ammo things, and I didn't pick a weapon. Now we are underwater. This leads towards the boss. More max health. Will we reach 20? These fish are on fire. Assuming that's some kind of damage buff. One more. It should be right here, yeah? Oh, it's this thing. This thing doesn't seem particularly dangerous. Sure wasn't. Okay, let's get our weapon and then fight the boss. Because there doesn't seem to be a shop or anything. What's the thing below here? Oh, a secret room. Okay, yeah, weapon and boss. Charger. Charges faster. Can be fired quicker. Ricochet, bounces off walls. Surge. Arcs to enemies when fully charged. Shots and bursts and bullets. Faster charge. Ice worm. We're just fighting some kind of worm. I might be ruining a good run and not picking enough health. Yep. Oh well. There will be another. Is this the first time we died to an actual boss? I don't know. Bombs regenerate on their own, so feel free to use them judiciously. Wait, they do? I guess they do. Whenever I use them, they come back mysteriously, without me picking up more. So I should have figured that out, but I never really did. So I guess thanks, cat, for telling me. Sup? Bzz, nice place. Nice place. We have money. How about that sword? Where is that sword? The sword is a powerful melee weapon. We cannot afford the sword yet. What could we afford? None of this. Could have deep freeze bombs. But no, I'll save for the sword. We are decently close. I'd avoid an altercation with the ice worm if you can help it at all. Someone guessed last time that this might be about the things that killed me. Yeah. Yeah, it is. You can't, well, it can take up a lot of real estate. At the very least, you can't possibly miss it. Fireball is a high impact weapon. Ideal for when your enemy also has a lot of friends. Just don't get your fur singed, eh? I really hope some of my advice got through to you. Not gonna pretend I'm the sole reason you've got this far. Just a really major one. Found a few portraits in the trash. Might as well hang one of them on the wall. Relaxing sunset. Doesn't really fit the rest. No. Alas, the sun will have to wait. This one is called question marks. I have no idea who this is. Your judgment? No, I also don't know who this is. But one more here. Gah! With love, bloke. Fine. It's already on the wall. Be too much effort to take it down. Okay, so that's how these work. If I don't pick one, he'll pick for me. But, joke's on him, I prefer that one over the others anyway. Move on. I only remember to dash when I have to leave this room. Had so much max health, so much power. But max health does not help you. Do not have regular health. Back it up. So, how quickly do bombs recharge? Also, I found a secret room. Just by accident. did well in doing so. Question. No, it is not adjacent to the boss room this time. The secret room is not always by the boss room. I mean, it is around the boss room, still. I don't have a weapon, and I don't have enough money. Well, I have enough money for one spin, but that is not enough money. Ow. I cannot see the dash being very useful in combat unless you have the thing that makes it invincible. But also, that recharging bombs, which have at some point recharged without me noticing. So it does not take a whole floor for them to recharge. Bomb upgrades actually mean something different than I thought then. Like, I thought more bombs up to 6 meant I get a bomb. There is a maximum of 6 bombs I can have, but no. If it is regenerating bombs, then that's a whole different story. And it also means I should be using them more often. For trivial things, like killing bosses. Whoa, 3 things. Fires and freeze, but fires slower. Can be fired quicker. That seems like a nice combination. Neutral speed. I'm bad today. Very bad today. Wasting my ammo today. So many bombs. It really wants me to use bombs. There, I have a bomb. I do not like this weapon, somehow. Who are you? Chamberlord! Oh, we met before. I think this weapon is probably really good up close. I might have said that last time we had it. My aim with it though, very bad. Actually, I don't think my bombs are recharging to the max. I think only the lowest 2 are probably recharging, because those have an outline when they are empty. Also, I'm dying. Artifact creates a selection of powerful weapons. I would rather my regular weapon be a powerful weapon. Hi, why are you green? Nobody will ever know. Well, I bombed away and nothing happened. So yeah, these two probably recharge. I don't know how fast though. I also cannot get up there. I do not know why or how. And it's gone. So it can't be through a secret way though, then. You have to be able to get up there somehow. I don't know how. Without leaving the room, or else it would despawn. Well, that was anticlimactic. But this was a terrible run compared to the previous one, so... not too sad, to be honest. Giant Scully! 291, 291. What does that mean? Numbers. I've tried being level-headed with giant scullies. Not a good idea if you catch my drift. Did you find one of those shrines? Was there once. Something about it really spooked me. Couldn't shake the feeling that thing was watching me. Still not quite. Lesson learned, maybe steer clear of triple lasers. Medic supplies. Medkit. Oh. Pac-Man! Flying into bullets. Flying into bullets a lot. I really am not great at dodging today. Fireball, splits on impact. Laser, charges faster. Homing. Homing. Yes. Yes, homing. Do not know where the boss is yet. Homing essentially makes up for my mistakes with laser in the previous round. I mean, I can still shoot against walls. Will not stop that from happening. Autobomb. Purchases are cheaper. Revive on death, explosive hit. This essentially guarantees a little bit of a longer run. Don't hide behind portal. So many bombable walls. But no boss to be seen. Shield. We have so far not been able to keep shield for a very long time. Excavation bomb uncovers new rooms. Reveals the entire floor. Covers 3 HP, yum. Could need that. Oh. I see. Doug, you're here. Can I just use this in any room that does not have other exits to get some exits? And what is the use of that? Because it's Doug. Anyways, where's my boss? Down from here? Yes, it is down from here. Forgotten ringleader! We've seen you quite a lot of times already. Was not your best showing, Forgotten Ringleader. Contains deadly weaponry. A laser with freeze, crossbeam, and triplet. I see. I see what you mean. With deadly weaponry. Am I hitting though? What does medical supplies mean? Literally healing. Useless. Well, one of them was a part. Well, secrets been had. A different kind of deadly weaponry. Homing, pacing, piercing. Sure. Why the hell not? You're being silly. But I appreciate that. Haven't even used this one yet. I got lots of deadly weaponries, and then it gives me an optional boss that destroyed me last time. Is it the same one there? It has the same name. The pattern seems different, possibly. In the sense that it is more of a pattern instead of just random spam. Like, this feels like stuff Moko does. This feels like stuff Moko does. I used up my whole weapon though, so this keyword is useless. Well, that was exciting. Do we have a room with lots of nothing? Does it have to be empty? Where were we? No, empty does not. I'm just looking if there's any with 2. Aha. Bomb for bomb. Bomb for money. And we're done here. Well, we are learning. So those optional bosses are just for rewards, not for doing anything else. At least for now. And we now know how excavation bombs work. Also, I shouldn't break that. It remembers how much I broke it, though. No, UFOs! Shop. Gambling. Eh. Rather pick up a regular weapon than gamble for one. Portals in this game certainly silly. Or being used in a silly way, rather. How did I get hit by that guy? Upgrades! Unity to lightning. Shops. Reveal some rooms on every floor. Every 4. Enemy HP. Might be decently useful. Would like it if you would stop summoning ghosts. This room felt suspicious. Still have not checked how many rooms it takes to recharge a bomb. More than 2. So many of those guys. Somehow I managed to get myself hit. Also, okay, they are a pain. Nearly got hit when there was just 1 left. There's a key somewhere. There is death somewhere. This is not going particularly well. I'm stuck. I'm dead. Out here then against the boss. Please, not ghosts. Looks like a heart. I would have preferred if it remained to be a heart. Well, here's the key. I earned that key. Will we live today to see what is behind the key? Maybe. Increases max HP. I need that, definitely. Max ammo, battery. Bombs recharge faster. Oh yeah, weapon. Would be a good idea to pick up. Well, no choice. It is the behemoth. It's a tank. The shots explode when they hit the wall. I am not prepared for that. I wonder if I see a bombable wall, if I should just bomb the room immediately. Considering I'll usually come back. Bomb them open anyways. Ouch. You can get crushed by blocks. Thanks for demonstrating. So that I did not have to demonstrate. Should have bombed immediately. Blessings! Room clear rewards are doubled, but you can only pick one. Gain a shield on every new floor. Shields chill enemies when broken. Sure. Who are those friends that drop stuff on me? That makes you not friends at all. You are also those friends. New hat! I did not even see what hat. Also, health and the lack thereof. Shop anywhere. Not really. Not really shop. Also don't have bombs to get to that thing. I might be... dead. Bombs regenerate unknown. I was killed by a drone. What's up? That portrait. Very embellished. Bloke and actually not very... Bloke in actuality not very strong. Thanks for looking at it. We have not met, bloke. I'm pretty sure. Give me sword. It's a powerful melee weapon. Good doing business with you. Can be toggled. I'm assuming that can now appear in the weapon boxes. Drones rank somewhere between the floor and the junk on the floor. When it comes to the hierarchy of this place. Assistant though. Thanks. Filling me with confidence. That I lost one of those. That might be useful. Secrets. I like it when secrets are in bombable wall room territory. Wow, parts. means killing 2 flies with 1 stone. 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 walls with 1 bomb. Let's not be metaphoric around here. Upgrades. Shop's cheaper. Might be good, considering there is something in that shop that I want to buy. Powerful weapons. Extra health and debris when replacing weapons. How much cheaper? Quite a bit cheaper. Oh, there's another bed. There was another bed. Maybe I should be more careful, considering I have been dying or getting hit because of a lot of stupid hits. Oh, I'm moving blocks. Crushed my enemies. Don't know how that did not hit me, but it didn't. More health. More mid bosses. That almost went badly. Oh hey, it's you again. Prefer it when you're on top. Plus that's more shooting game-ish than you being below. Sword! Vulcan. Sword. Increases melee damage while dashing. Oh, we are getting a reason to dash. Interesting. What better way to test this than against the boss? Forgotten Ringleader. I'm not sure if I like this. Who would have thought that sword would mean I need to be close to the enemy? Unthinkable. Also cannot sword through the wall. Also, I moved past my cursor and therefore turned my back to the enemy. is gonna take some getting used to. But at least if I do not like it, I can turn it back off. Also, it has ammo for some reason, despite being a sword. I guess it maybe just breaks after you use it enough. I'm not sure if I want to dash to increase its damage. I see that the outline of it shimmers while I'm dashing. So that's clearly the sweet spot for dealing more damage with it. Negate damage on more than 2 bombs. Oh yeah, auto bomb. Fortune. Better and more frequent item drops. So be it. I could use some item drops around now. Particularly the health pack. You didn't drop anything. That's it. New type of door. The hack kind of door. With high difficulty, 2 layers. Oh boy. And I take damage if I do it wrong. Certainly I have lots of health to spare. So much health to spare. Well, there's a mid-boss to my left that will right that will destroy. I'd rather die like this. You can go through walls sometimes. I almost did it. I was 1 step away. Oh well. Ended by hacking mishap. Don't get caught inside moving walls. Certainly had a hacking mishap. I gotta warn you, I'm not very good with computer. Just self-aware enough to know how much I don't. But one thing I do know about hacking is not to mess with things that can scramble my brain. What's the next thing I want to aim for? I've not really seen much of those, have we? Includes 2 keywords and the bomb. But it's also super expensive. Maybe I want second wind. Upgrade that fully recovers health and ammo. Let's aim for that. Also, let's do one more run. Carefully. Two HP parts right off the bat. Better dice rolls. 13 leaf clover. That sounds very lucky. Wow, with those HP parts and these HP parts, I have HP. We are fighting this guy a lot. Different forms of him, but this guy still. I prefer this form. A lot. What was that about? Carefully. What was that about? Carefully. Not being careful at all. Just ramming my face into everything. I think today has just not been very careful in general. I should have just bombed them. Keep forgetting to do just that. Just bomb them. Two bombs deal damage. Medical supplies. I want those, to be honest. That was the wrong button. I want you to turn you into health packs eventually. I should turn sword off, but I really don't like it. Which I think might be the case. I expected it to be bigger. Teleport when dashing. Extra health and debris when replacing weapons. Health. Which of these will give me more health in the long run? Good question. Do not have the answer. Bomb for bomb. Oh, I have the thing where I just need to stand close to enemies. That's good at saving ammo. because it means I don't need to shoot. Gonna have to shoot you there. Oh, Chamber Lord. He Chamber Lorded. I'm taking the weapon, because the attack up, because I'm gonna get this. Was that worth it? I don't know. But I'm alive. Does it cost ammo to just stand close to them? Yes, it does cost ammo, even if I don't shoot. Oh well, it's still useful. So I guess it's fine. It just doesn't save ammo. In fact, it might waste ammo. No, shooting still costs more ammo though. Yay, bomb. I'm not sure if regular bombs deal damage to enemies. Might just push them around. World's largest gun, Vulcan. High caliber, stronger but fires slower. Giant, extra large, ricochet, bounces off walls, piercing, goes through the first enemy. Boy, do I want to destroy a boss with that. I can. Electrostatic aura. Contains could be anything. Probably not gonna waste whatever weapon I have right now in bed. That was good. That felt good. Extra power grants an extra max bomb. Fortune, better and more frequent drops. Weatherproof, more drops. To save ammo, I want to line up my enemies. Where's that darn mid-boss? That's a lot of stuff. Lots of expensive stuff. Reveals the entire floor. Where's that mid-boss? Covers 2 HP. Damage increase. Damages all enemies. Firebomb. Yeah. Covers 50% ammo. Stuff is so expensive though. Not sure if it's worth to buy anything, even if I like some of the stuff. Scary. You are wasting my ammo. Here's the mid-boss. Charlie! Make sure your hits hit. Charlie, I didn't know you could switch sides. Don't think you did so, yes. Last time. Yes, that time. Yes, that time, a week ago. Do not have 16 ammo. It's actually a little sad. Oh, we're about done using that weapon. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. Here's a new weapon. Although doesn't sound bad. Oh, the cost is a percentage of what you have. Ah! Didn't know there was 3 of them, and one of them spawned right on me. Charges faster, phasing, warps through boundaries, increases charge capacity, greater spread and damage. All sounds good though, so fine. Firebomb! Oh yeah, and special bombs are added before the regular bombs. That also makes sense. Scary. Moving on. Firebomb definitely damaged the enemies. Now we have Excavation Bomb, which I shouldn't be using here. More Excavation Bomb. We have lots of excavating to do this floor. If possible, I want to use it when there's more than one. But I'm glad it tells me whenever there is something to excavate. Does that drain the water? Oh, re-excavations. Don't mind if I do. More excavation bombs. Infinite excavation. Choose a new keyword. Cannot do that. Just a face and some scraps in the walls. And finally some skulls. It's the weapon. Have to stop shooting shielded enemies up front because it kills me. A lot of things kill me. Yeah, this is a dangerous room. I didn't quite know how to handle that. Ended by icicle. I would say the icicle was not at fault. What's your drink of choice? Mine's milk. Milk is actually bad for cats. Feed milk to cats carefully, responsibly. Anti-magic weapons. Did I get killed by magic enough? Maintenance system cools down the forges below, so it gets rather cold there. And then there's the icicles. They're sharp and deadly, but remember, they're just as sharp and deadly to everyone else as they are to you. Could I have somehow made them spawn icicles inside the room of themselves or the other enemy? Oh boy, going beyond the 3rd floor. Bring me back some pigs, okay? Spellcasters must die. Deep freeze bombs. I can afford those. But no, I wanna save for second wind. Mirror also tempting. But that's probably it for today. Not a lot of floor progress, but we learned some new things today. Can't bomb in here. I tried. Charlie! He's been losing parts of his sentimental collection to all manner of scavengers over the years. How sad. Ringleader! Undead. Up on the surface levels, they seem to have some semblance of society, even their own regent. Microcore. After a series of costly mishaps, the experimental core units have been either loose on the resistance or stowed somewhere that would do no harm, unless I activate them and turn them into a problem. Quadcore. Tasked to escort out the uninvited sojourner. Chomper! Oh, it's Pac-Man. Juvenile swarmers that pass the test of time sometimes pupiate into even more terrible things. Scuffle Globe! Another of the many war relics. I'm looking for the weird spider thing we have been fighting 3 times in a row. Centron. Hobbies include long naps. Polyp. Routine point of contention between the denizens of the first and third floors. Who's got to clean this up? Archivator. Our Eternal was discovered, forgotten, and rediscovered, and then made impossible to forget. Ah, there he is! Heavy Crawler! Unlike some posers, it lives up to its name by crawling and being very heavy. Ah. Very satisfying. Grimoire! Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. You shouldn't have. Shade. You're not special. We all used to be somebody. Overseer. Life is droll when you've already seen it all. Intruder! Some of these tunnels are natural, some are man-made. Others are better left undisturbed. Oh, that's the big snake worm thingy. Intercept. Oh, this thing has killed me a lot of times already. The first strike was planned to be swift and merciless. The heralds of the invasion would intercept any force capable of providing an advance warning and destroy it. Yes, I have certainly been destroyed. Beast! Opening the conduit to Eternal Domain has ever since attracted freeloaders. There are certainly creatures in these ruins. We'll meet more of them next time. Bye!